Hey everybody, Chris Schaefer of Pautzke Outdoors. Today we're in the mountains of South Carolina on Big Eastatoe Creek. Why is this place such a great place to come fishing? Easy access, a lot of planted fish. It's a place where you can use anything. There are no gear restrictions here. We're going to show you how to bring fire bait, fish it under a bobber, and catch fish over and over again. Come with us, we'll show you how to do it.
Oh, the guy's jumping.
Aggressive. Oof, nice.
Pulled him right off of that leg.
Is it another rainbow, huh?
Another rainbow. For you guys that follow me on the Pautzke Outdoors, you always notice I'm fishing slip floats wherever I go, whatever species, really fishing slip floats. Just up at the top I'm running, you know, just a bobber knot on there. And I can adjust the depth, you know, which is great when I'm bouncing from pool to pool, 6-foot pool, 3-foot pool. Just slide that little bobber knot up, my slip float. Now here's what I'm just kind of stepping up, just running some BBs on my line, and what that's allowing me to do is one is it gets my float up right, but on these ones closer down to the hook, I can push these down. I can slide them closer down to the hook, and that's what I've been doing with the fire bait, and that's how I'm able to really be effective with this fire bait underneath the float is as I got a little split shot just above my hook, you know. I'm just running this fire bait, balling it up just like you would do plunking, just put it on the hook. But I got these split shots that's helping get that down there. Look here, we got another nice South Carolina rainbow trout. Hey, these guys are really getting on the feed this evening. You know, we need to get him back in the water. Just a beautiful fish.
So this is the bridge here at Roy Jones Road. And one thing you got to remember is during the delayed harvest season, which starts in November, you can't fish bait below this bridge, which is why we have spent our time this direction all day today. So there's the parking lot where you're going to park your car. It's as easy as walking right down here to get started fishing here on the Big Eastatoe Creek. This is the first hole that you're allowed to fish during the delayed harvest season. Ooh, got him.
Nice one. That was a nice one.
No, the rainbow it looks like, right?
Very nice rainbow. Wrapped up on my tip. There it is, and there's another one. It's charging upstream. Look at that. Tail walking. So, you know, we always talk about letting these fish go. You know, if we bury a hook on them, they swallow. We just cut the line, let the hook kind of rot out itself. And here's a good case in point. Just looking at fish's mouth, and you can see he's a little labored right now. We need to get our hook out, but someone else has already stuck a hook in that fish. Got their line still attached, kind of ripped it, and that hook is down there deep. They cut it, and you know, this fish is still aggressive, still feeding, obviously. You know, not really bothered. Get him back in the water. And look at that.
Today's episode of Pautzke Outdoors comes to you from South Carolina. We're roughly 45 minutes, maybe a little bit less from Clemson, in some of the most beautiful parts of a state that you could find your way into. Now this is Big Eastatoe Creek. Some locals call it a river further downstream, but up here, you know, closer to its headwaters, a lot of people still refer to this as a creek. Now, the state of South Carolina does a great job, at least in this section, keeping it as a hatchery supported trout water. What that means is it's a put and take fishery. You know, if you have a fishing license, you come up here and you can keep 5 trout a day. Most of those are going to be rainbow trout, and most of them are going to be anywhere from, you know, 8 to 12 inches. Most of the fish we caught today were 10 to 12. Now they're all brown trout in here as well. We haven't caught any today, but we are right upstream of the Roy Jones Bridge. There's a great area of public access here. Very easy walking up and down the stream. And if you're going to come here and you're a first time angler and you're looking to harvest trout, do what we did. We came up here with 2 baits today. We had garlic salmon egg and peach garlic Pautzke fire baits. We molded it on the hook and we fished it underneath the bobber, specifically because we wanted to catch and release fish. So if we fish it under a bobber, we can detect that hit right away, hook the fish right in the mouth, and we're able to release it. Now, many other kinds of angling works here. This is late in the fall. As you can see, the leaves are falling. We're having trouble navigating our bobbers without getting, you know, caught in there with those leaves. But you fish this way the same no matter what time of year it is. If you're here spring and summer, which is probably the best time of year to fish, you know, you're going to have trout plants almost every single week. And these same methods will work then just like they did today.